My official prediction, Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards. I'm going Diaz. I'm going Diaz, and I want you guys to hear me out why, because that's very unlikely. In all fairness, that's very unlikely. Nate's one of our favorite guys. Nate's a straight up badass. Leon hadn't lost in going on 5 years, right? Last loss was to the champ. So why do I go with Nate? Look, one thing that Nate has against him, and every time I've talked to you about Nate, for the last 5 times I've talked to you about Nate, it's the same thing against him, which is the layoff. I don't know why he does this. I don't like that he does this. I think someday he's going to regret having done this, but Leon's in the same spot. Leon hasn't been fighting. And the one match that he had with Plahal, that was cut short. Leon looked fantastic, by the way. I saw no room for ring rust or a conversation about that. I'm just sharing for you that we can't hold that knock against Nate. Hey, you've been a little bit inactive. So has Leon. They just happen to be inactive for different reasons. Nate came out, and there's some nostalgia, by the way. You pick a Diaz boy, there's some nostalgia. Is there some home cooking in my prediction here? Yeah, sure there is. I'll admit that to you right now. But you take a guy at his word, and we understand there's promotion. We understand that fighters say things. Fans say things. We all say things, right? Everybody lies except numbers. Numbers don't lie. I get that. Hold that thought, because it's got no part to do with my argument. My argument isn't necessarily based within reality. But Nate made a statement that was almost out the bubble of reality, which is he said, I'm getting younger. He's doing certain things with his diet. He's doing certain things with his training. He said, I'm getting younger. I'm getting faster. I'm getting better. He's never spoke that way before. Nate, as a matter of fact, has never hyped a damn thing. We chose Nate. Nate didn't choose us. You guys, we decided we like him. We want him in the sport. We decided to fill up arenas to watch him. We decided to cheer the loudest for him. He didn't do it for us. I mean, I only bring that to you. He's not a promoter. He's not a hype machine. He tells you what he's thinking and feeling. We know that, and we appreciate that rawness from both he and his brother. This is the first time ever he said, I'm feeling better. I'm getting better. I'm younger. I give my body a chance to heal and recover, which no other guys do. It was an interesting take. But it was one guy's opinion who has earned the right to an opinion. Now, all of that nice stuff, okay, you got to set all that nice stuff in the storylines aside. If Nate's going to win this fight, how the hell is he going to do it? The only problem that I've seen Nate have, and I think you guys would agree with me, and no, don't point out the Josh Thompson fight or something. Broad stroke, but the problem that we've seen with Nate, and the only problem we've seen, broad stroke, is that he will get taken down and then he will cooperate with the opponent and stay there. Very similar to the problem that Kevin Holland psychologically is working through right now, just to offer you a recent example. That many guys who have come along believe you can win a fight from your back. The judges are never going to see it that way, no matter how bad you want them to, and you're not going to submit a good guy from your back, no matter how bad you want to believe 1993 Hoist Gracie is still around. It's just not the case. Cold reality, it's not the case. I say it to you because that's where Nate has lost the majority of his fights. That's where he lost against Masvidal. He chose to stay on bottom. He wanted George to come down and join him at one point. He wanted to get the party started from the bottom. He's losing on the judges. And damn near every time you've ever seen Nate Diaz get beat, it's the same story that I just told for you. It's not on the feet. You stay on the feet with him. Go ask Conor McGregor, who went a half hour with Floyd. Go ask Conor McGregor how fun Nate Diaz is to deal with on his feet. Right, it's one of these things. I don't think that Leon has the skills. I don't think it's within his toolbox as a British fighter to go out and ground and pound somebody as good as Nate Diaz, but not to mention to do it for the better part of 25 minutes. Okay, if you agree with me on that point, then we're saying that Leon's got to beat him on his feet. And if you want to argue that Leon can, okay, great, but you see where the odds just got a little bit closer to what I'm saying. Leon's a 2.5 to 1 favorite right now to win a mixed martial arts fight. I'm telling you, they're not having a mixed martial arts fight, or at least if they don't. If I am right and Nate can stop the takedowns, and Nate does not cooperate and go to that downed position and start losing minutes and losing rounds, if he doesn't do that, if I'm right on that 2.5 to 1, Leon would still be the favorite. I'm just sharing with you, it's closer. We're talking about a plus 130. We're talking about a plus 120. That's damn near even money. Okay, plus one is even money. Okay, if I'm using terms that you non-gamblers don't understand, that's damn near even money. Now, what's the intangible? The intangible is the 25 minutes. People don't want to go 25 minutes with Nate. However, I don't know that I could tell you accurately that Nate can weaponize championship rounds better than Leon. I think that Leon is also a grinder, just not recognized for it. I think that Leon is also a 4th and 5th round fighter, just not recognized for it. So I think that we got a lot of fun to look forward to. I don't think that it matters what goes 1 through 3 and we just know Nate's going to win 4 and 5. No, I don't think so. I think you're underestimating Leon. Leon's a bad son of a bitch everywhere for every minute that you're going to be out there. However, I do think you got a little back and forth here. And I will concede I need to be right in my analysis of the lack of grappling that's going to happen. I've got to be right on that. If Leon gets on top, no matter how active Nate is on the bottom, the judges aren't going to favor that. Nate has a history of Nate's got a history of doing two things and only two things. And I'll certainly never win him over. One is believing he can win a fight by the judges' opinion from the bottom. And two, not defending leg kicks. He doesn't believe leg kicks hurt. He doesn't believe he needs to defend them. It's one of those things. So Leon's smart. Leon's going to know the things that I know, things that you know, right? He's going to observe history, use history as the greatest trajectory for the future, and he's going to go out and throw some leg kicks. Now, the other side of it is Nate has one of the best, highest IQ striking coaches in the game. It's one of the reasons that Nate does so well on his feet. I'm guessing, I might even be hoping, and hope isn't the strategy. I might even be hoping here that Nate is ready for some of those kicks because Nate has a reach and Nate has a volume and Nate has an activity. Look, for my prediction to be right, I need this to be a stand-up fight. That still doesn't concede that I'm right. Leon is better than many of you have given him credit. However, it's close. It's going to be really close if it stays on their feet. It's going to be a volume game. I don't think the inactivity is a conversation we can have here when the same is true for both guys. Right? I got the 7 minutes with Blahal, by the way. You don't think you have to correct me. The 4 minutes with Blahal. Don't think you have to correct me. I got it. I'm just arguing that's not enough to put on the board. I think we got to wipe that one away. Both these guys have been removed for a period of time. They're both dead even. They're both going into championship rounds. Leon could be intimidated by that. Don't know. For sure, Nate is not. Nate wants it. That matters in some regard. Don't believe we're going to have a grappling contest. Think we're going to have a stand-up fight. And I think the Stockton slapper, I think he's going to surprise you. I think he's going to win this fight.